Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. On the video title, you know what this video is about. Just discussing, of course, AEW Collision, a very good Collision. Last week I missed Collision a little bit. I think I was gone most of the time, and I saw it, after it happened. But this time I caught it live, of course, this week, and seeing the great matches they had. Of course, you look at the main event match, Jamie Hayter and Billy Starks. Very good match, and then doing the Hayter raid off the second rope, bouncing off with it, add a little extra flair too. I think Jamie Hayter might be the one that win the Owen Hart Cup tournament. Remember the injury that happened, Jamie Hayter? She lost the world championship, of course, but had the back injury, missed a lot. Came back a few months ago, really. I think it was like July, August, something like that, when the All In happened last year. Came back then, and then recently she was gone a little bit because of the visa issues. Couldn't get back to the United States, the visa issue and all that stuff like that happened. So now she's back in the main event match versus Billy Starks. We actually had a few main event women matches. We had the Dynamite one from last week main event, this week main event, and then they got Collision main event. And people always ask, how could you get the women wrestling to be respected and be up there with the men wrestling? You give it chances and opportunities. You showcase them in the limelight, in the prime time, stuff like this, like putting them in the main event matches, putting those different crafty matches up. You see a tag team main event match. You see one-on-one main event match. You see different styles, power style mixed with a creative, crafty styles and stuff like that. You see in young stars like Billy Starks and Jamie Hayter, like that. You see in different fresh faces, and you see in other stars as well, like Tony Storm and stuff like that, all in the thing as well, like that, getting mixed up too. So it's actually helping out a lot. Then you see Athena pop up at the end of the main event, which would be a very good match to see. Jamie Hayter versus Athena. That'd be very good. And they both in the Owen Hart Cup tournament. So we'll see exactly what happens. The Owen Hart Cup tournament is stacked. They got a lot of people in it. The men's one with Ospreay and Hangman Page in it, and you got the women's one. They got Billy Starks that she's gonna be in it. You got Jamie Hayter in it. You got Chris Statlander in it. And you got Athena in it, and you got Mercedes Moné in it, like that. As you know, Mercedes Moné defeated who was that? What's that name? Robin Renegade. She was finished Robin Renegade in that match right there. And after the match, she got pulled up on Athena. Hey, she was talking about Athena the whole time, mentioning her name every 5 seconds and stuff. And like Beetlejuice, she popped up on her and appeared right there on her because kept calling her name and kept mentioning her and stuff as well. Pulled up on her, and then Mercedes Moné tried to sneak attack her, hit her with the title. Nothing underneath that. Caught her with a forearm to the face, and right there and showcase kind of like a little dominance a little bit. A Ring of Honor World Champion who's been champion for like 2 years, 2 or 3 years like that, been champion for a long time. The forever Ring of Honor World Champion. So we're going to see exactly what happens in this Owen Hart Cup tournament. I wish it was Robin Rule style. Kind of like, excuse me. Kind of like how the Classic is a little bit. They should do a Women's Continental Classic as well. That'd be cool. But I wish it was Robin Rule style a little bit. The Continental Classic could be gone maybe this year, so they might implement that. Maybe no Hart Cup tournament, you never know. I know the Continental Classic was a thing they were using, of course, yearly, but they might do kind of like colliding both titles together. The Continental title don't really have a big, meaningful thing. They had, of course, Okada defended it against, of course, Matthews, and of course, he defended against Brody King, but it still don't have a lot of impact too as well. So we could see, of course, a merge between the International Championship and the Continental Championship to make an Intercontinental title or make a new title completely, a world title completely, or something like that with Kenny Omega and Okada all in. So that should be definitely a possibility. I'm definitely going to be there live because it's here in Dallas. I'm going to be there live, of course. Hopefully, this is my first wrestling event going to live, I think, since I went to Dynamite in like 2019. I think it was a Dynamite before in 2019 and a New Japan show in 2019. But hopefully it's my last one. It's my last one being watching the event. Hopefully one day I'm in the event like that. That'd be very cool like that. Be in the ring like that, going against some competitors and stuff. So we'll see when that happens, of course. But the show is very good show. We also see in FTR, Dax been tripping. He been tripping a little bit. He was tripping last time against Adam Copeland last week. I think it was last week. We lost the title match. I think it was last week. Yeah, last week we lost the title match. He was tripping against him. And then this week, like that, he pushed his partner down. It was an accident, but he already been on the edge a little bit like that. So we're going to see. I don't know if he's going to cost them the trios championships and mix some stuff up or something going to happen. But we're going to have to wait and see exactly what happened with the FTR situation. The Young Bucks, we still haven't seen them. I got their shirt on right now to realize that. But the Young Bucks, we still haven't seen them in a while either. So we'll see when they come back, where they lie. I hope they switch back to being like, just being good guys. I hate when they do that little like, a snarky, extra type of like cheesy, cringy stuff they was doing like at first, like being the EVP. That story was like all right, but I really like that character too much. I prefer like the Young Bucks being like the classic Young Bucks we've seen from like 2019, 2020, like that. The ones who are good guys and ones who just going out there competing and stuff as well. I hope they get back to doing that. They might be getting back to doing that. You never know like that. But we're gonna see if Swerve and Hangman Page. They can still have the stuff lingering on, of course. Moxley versus Swerve at Dynasty. You got Adam Cole going to fight Danny Garcia at Dynasty as well for TNT title, and he banned everybody from ringside, and it's going to be a no limit. So there'll be no time limit draw like last time. We're going to see if who's going to come out on top. It's going to be Danny Garcia. It's going to be Adam Cole. Adam Cole hasn't won a singles title. Man, actually, it might have been the NXT title, right? The NXT won Black and Gold NXT. That's the last time he won a singles title, because he won tag team titles with MJF, the Ring of Honor tag titles, and he lost the AEW World Championship match in the main event of All In. The one they had the 80,000, and then he lost. Yeah. I don't think he won a singles titles here in AEW yet. Yeah, he haven't won the singles titles. I don't know if he's been trios champion either. I don't think so. All right. So yeah, so it might be his first singles title, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he won any other title, so it might be his first singles title. So we'll see exactly what happens if he can finally get that singles championship, win that title, or Dan Garcia gonna make him tap out like that with the dragon tamer or something like that. So we're gonna see what happens with that match. Of course, we got Toni Storm. She cut a promo too. She got kicked in the face hard by Penelope Ford. She will be fighting her on Wednesday, so we'll see who wins that bout. But she got to defend her championship against Megan Bayne. That's gonna be very, very difficult. Megan Bayne has pinned Toni Storm already before, and that dominated her the past few, I think 3 like segments as well. So Toni Storm have to bring it in this match and come out on top. Mariah May, we haven't seen her in a while. I don't think she'll come back to interfere or anything, because the rivalry is probably finished, but maybe could see her possibly joining the Owen Hart Cup tournament too. So it's a lot of scenarios. So it's gonna be a very crazy cup tournament, and the winner, of that tournament get an opportunity to fight for the world championship at All In like that, whether it's the main event or the or just a match like that, because I don't know who a main event. I don't know the women's match main event, the men's match main event. They probably choose which one they want to choose and stuff. But it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens. But great show overall, like that, pretty good show. And yeah, things are heating up in the wrestling world like that too as well. So we're gonna see what happens. But that's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.